When that Netflix series come out, it's a rapper coming out with a Netflix series. It gets deeper and deeper. And the more that come out, the more intriguing the story gonna be.
His friend walked into the room and Trey Songz was sitting on P. Diddy lap making out. What up, y'all? It's the twins.
Back at it again.
We made. Tell me what we doing today.
Today, y'all, we are back with another react. We're reacting to a video from the Art of Dialogue, interviewing a member from the band.
One of my favorites
too, Freddy P.
Freddy P.
And he's just talking about what's going on with Diddy right now. So we decided to react to it and see, you know, his thoughts on what's been going on. So with that being said, y'all like, comment, subscribe to this video. Please share if you would like. And if this is the first time we're coming across your screen, hit the notice so you can eat it. And with that being said, let's get into the video.
God, Freddy P, man. Let's get right into it. Diddy, he got indicted.
You look the same.
It was a surprise to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, when you see Puff, it's kind of a surprise. But like I told my brother, man, you know, he was telling me he don't think Puff gonna get locked up. I said, bitch, you got Chapo. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you earlier, they got Chapo. They can put Chapo under the ground. They can hide Puff.
They sure can hide people.
It's just long overdue. Like, for a while, it made me kind of question, like, man, you know, it's to the point where it felt like they forced the feds to do their job. He forced the feds to do their job, because if they didn't do it, everybody looking at them like, what, do you most exist?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he done got away with too much, but you gotta understand this, right? A lot of stuff Puffy going through, and I don't wish bad on him. Like, before this transpired, I had a lot of hatred toward him, but it was about financial reasons. When it comes to this subject, it's very sensitive to me because there's a lot of victims in here. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's still somebody's father. You know what I'm saying? So, but we make our own bed, man. And for a long time, a lot of people, I want him to understand that a lot of people was hurt because you couldn't live your truth. Everything he going through right now is because he couldn't let go. He couldn't let go having a position of power over street nigga, and also being who he is. The more who he was, he had to show more aggression. That's like when I sucked my thumb. When I grew up, the reason people might think I'm tough and right is transpired because when I was in a place to sucking my thumb, I knew I had to go extra hard for you to know not to play with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, it made me turn it to somebody else because you might.
Remember he sucked his thumb on the episode, sitting there right there. And that's where he said, it sounded like he didn't want to do it. He was addicted to his thumb.
I take a perception of me sucking my thumb. You might think I'm soft. You might think I'm gay. Anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like with him. If people know his secrets, because believe one thing about it, you know, that's with all these rappers. Somebody know your secrets. You might be you and Puffy get, you know, because Puffy, I can imagine he approached these guys who going through financial situations, these rappers who get themselves start making a lot of money. Then when things don't be hot no more, you fall back on people like him. He prey on you, and what he do is he offer you things to keep up a lifestyle. You can imagine Puffy Playboy. You know, Playboy, don't worry about that, man. I can get us come with me to the island, Playboy. You gonna chill with me. Won't be no security guard, no nothing. Won't nobody know about your business. Hey, don't worry about that. I'll wire that, Playboy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of rappers out here that got secrets because they fell into those situations with Puffy. And I know this personally. Like, I know personally, but like I say, a lot of stuff that I know, like I knew a lot of stuff that came out this week we was talking about. I was like, man, I've been knew that. I've been knew about the girl that came out. She was just afraid to tell her story for a long time. Like, I knew when you're in a circle, like the band is like a, you know what I'm saying? So things that transpired in their band, because they work with people that we work with, you know what I'm saying? It gets back to us. And not only that, I done been on a phone call and hear people explaining their situations. Crying about, you know, situations. And it only gonna get worse. Like I was telling people, like it's hard to say because I don't want to spoil what's coming up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say this.
Say it, man.
it gets deeper and deeper. And the more that come out, the more intriguing the story gonna be. All I want to tell people is, when that Netflix series come out, it's a rapper coming out with a Netflix series. I won't say no name. I don't want to spoil it for him.
Wait, that's not real?
I think it's 50 Cent. I think we all know it's 50 Cent.
Dang, so 50 Cent been working on this jump for
50
real?
50 Cent hate that nigga guts. Gotta be.
He gotta hate that man guts. He must have did some junk to Diddy, like, I mean.
No,
Diddy
you remember that video? No, you remember when there was a recording of 50 Cent saying he had got some tapes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like you'll be angry like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That just probably made him mad as a man.
I know, but Christina, for real, it's gotta be something else, bro. On top of that, cause
seeing that man still seeing that man getting the praise from the society and knowing what he knows, like, no, you getting your time soon. That's what a lot of people seeing Diddy. Like when Diddy,
and everybody know 50 Cent hate Diddy, like that nigga that's the only one who gonna come out and say something about Diddy. Everybody else bite their tongue. This man Diddy put up a picture of him and his white woman that I guess he's doing business with, and he put in his caption telling me while I'm over here doing this man got all these bottles of baby oil in his bathroom. Like, he was on top of it right when it came out. 50 Cent do not care.
A friend of his, I don't want to, for something he got going on, but I will say this. He doing a phenomenal job to the point where I was in awe. You get what I'm saying? I was presented the opportunity to work with him, but like I said, the money wasn't enough for me to leave my couch. But he doing a phenomenal job.
Freddy P, let me find out the money is a lie and you up here being leave my couch how you doing.
I mean, there's so many people that's hurt behind this. There's so many people that it's guys that can't come out because of their image. You know what I'm saying? That'll make your eyes go. Like, whoa.
Y'all, it's I'm on Twitter, let me tell you, Twitter's a whole different world, baby. People are over there putting out stuff, and apparently this dude that was known on YouTube, he was saying that his friend went to a party, and that his friend walked into the room, and Trey Songz was sitting on P. Diddy lap making out. Now, mind you, your mind ain't gonna be like, right away, like, your mind gonna instantly be like, man, now that's just too bizarre. But it's so bizarre to the fact that why would he put them two together out of the blue? Just to say it rolled off his tongue like it was normal. Like
I've been saying this for years, and a lot of you have been saying it for years along with me. The industry is in that community over there. Every last one of them. I don't care what you say.
Every last one of Chris Brown. I don't care the top dog.
TV, the one that's gonna hurt everybody.
Yup, Chris Brown would be.
It's gonna be hurtful, like dang. Because
but you gotta also look at it. If you just take away the idolatry of it all, think about how he got to where he at. He had to do something.
Yes, and there is a actual system in the industry. Like, you can't just skip the protocol in the system. You have to go through the steps.
Yeah, and Diddy was the gatekeeper of it all. When I think about it, I'm like, man, everybody had to go through Diddy. Mind you, it was other people there like Russell Simmons and all these other big people. After they sat down, you start seeing them. It was mainly Diddy left.
Oh, I know about the slams, the Stevie J's. I know you've been. I know I'm in the circle. I know about y'all. Y'all confirm. You don't got. But see, even with Stevie J, when you got secrets out there of a lifestyle, and the lifestyle you really living, it's a community out there that really know you. You can't hide from them. You could come play tough to us because we don't hear nothing about it. We don't hang around the same crowds. They know you. They know what you and Puffy was going on. Not just Stevie J. I'm just saying anybody. If you're in that community and you trying to hide something, you could hide it from the street dudes and the thugs. And
the regular people.
They know you. And that's what a lot of rappers was facing. That's why a lot of them can't defend themselves. You hear them, they be, they can't really say no because they know somebody know you. Somebody knows for a fact. Somebody was there with y'all. Somebody he confided in, like, as a best friend. You know what I'm saying?
It's always about secrets.
You can imagine being propositioned by Puffy like that. Like, he f***ed up. and he could fly you to a private island and get rid of the security and wire you $1 million or 20, or make sure that you get this endorsement deal. That's how easy it is for him to gain leverage over people.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man, you got $1,000 waiting. Thought what, 10,000, 5,000, some shit like that.
This man done went up.
My boy, that's a lot of back busting. You hear me? That's too much. I was like, wait, what? It's like you ran a chain of operation. You got an operation of just back busting. Like, what are y'all like? It's not, bro. You 50. You can't even get up that much, bro. Like, you that turned on, like, bro. Baby oil. People use baby oil.
I thought that junk was so. I thought baby oil was so played. Like, that's like the bottom of the barrel type. Back in the day, it was like baby oil was everything. But I know people still use it for modeling and stuff. But just to have it in your house, who using baby oil? You got so much other stuff out here that can do what baby oil was doing back in the day.
But it was not about that.
I know.
Oh.
When he said it though, when he was like,
Yeah,
baby oil, that's how I feel like baby oil. It could have been something else. Tiger, you know what I'm saying? But
See, that's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother community. They got their own love.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, baby oil. I was like, what baby oil for? We even rub each other down, getting shiny and then it hit me. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. My boy was loose with it. But no, man. Prayers to Diddy, man. Prayers to him.
I ain't praying.
I don't want to kick him out. I just ain't that kind of.
Only prayer I'm praying is let thy will be done.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, let your will be done.
Yep.
That's the best prayer you can pray for anybody anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That they'll be, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm getting mine. Like I say, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. There's a lot of Bible passages that pass through this dude like that. Was it whatever in the dark shall come to the light? That's one we living out right now. It's one he living out more than us. Because for so long, you gotta imagine having that money and that power, secrets. He's literally assaulting men. You get what I mean? Like, it may be common nowadays, but for a man to walk up and slap your ass, or let me get your number, or come to my hotel room, that's not normal. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my lifetime. For no man to approach you like that.
Yeah.
And Diddy will do that, John. He been like he said, he been assaulting men for years.
Yep.
Like, he will do that and think that, and you just taking a back by it in the beginning, like, whoa. Okay.
Just like that dude, this YouTuber was like, one thing about them men that the way they flirt, they don't come out, they don't always be flirtatious like how they would with females, like how regular dudes be. They'll be like, yo, you funny, yo, I like you funny. Hey, let me get your number after that, yeah. And then it leads to be like, hey, I thought you was talking business. You said I thought I was be doing a little skit here and there.
Girl, that just took me back to the guys that was in his house, the dancing Idris, that light skinned one from the same show.
Yep.
All of them sitting there, like, everybody gotta go through him.
But see him, the light skinned one, he went with that.
No, I know, I'm just saying.
But we know who went with that.
You have to be propositioned. You have to get to that point of going to the party or going to a meeting with him to decide. But you gonna see some stuff. You gonna see some weird stuff.
And you gonna be propositioned, like you said, you gonna be offered some stuff like, you know, like this is what we do. This is what we do over here. You be like, dang. Well, if I got to do that, then I'm pretty sure that person done did it.
As soon as I seen dancing, I said, oh, I was dancing in distress.
Yeah. Real talk, man.
And he's done it several times. I just pray for his daughters, man, and all the people.
His sons, what you think, girl?
Around
them boys big and grown. They was
for so long.
Victims too.
You gotta come outside right now. The Stevie J's, you still wanna fight? You still wanna fight Stevie J? I had to put out another name, dudes. You still wanna fight 50, homie? I don't think so. Now y'all, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, back to what I was saying about, that's why they act so tough. They act so tough because they know there's whispers about them. So when I see you in person, I gotta show you, you up, I'm a gangster, I'm this and that. That's an act, man. Real gangster can see through all that shit. All I say is Puffy should have just lived his life, man. You still could have been on top of the world, enjoy you. It's a world full of love. What's wrong with you living in a world full of love? Even if you loving men, you full of love, bro. You ain't gotta try to come over here and
you know, mess people's lives.
Maintain a character that force you to be a monster. Cause you want to be on top. You want to control monsters. You want gangsters to respect you. You still want to be able to slap a nigga in his mouth. You can't do both.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do both. You can't be a gangster. You can't be Omar from the Wire, bro. Like, you're not that. And it backfired on my boy. Like I say, it's a lot coming out, boy. Check out, it's a rapper coming out with a documentary, and when it come out, everybody gonna be surprised. I think it's, man.
You know what's crazy? This made me think about the whole R. Kelly situation. Everything is calculated, bro. Because now, unbeknownst to us, just until a few minutes ago, another rapper is coming out with something on Diddy, already working on it. All this stuff is calculated. It's been whispers, it's been doing this, and it's been evidence they got all of it getting it together. So that means I'm just thinking about R. Kelly's situation. He had a Netflix situation, 2 seasons or 2 parts. Ended up in jail.
Didn't need to go down though. Go to jail. Bye.
For real.
And bye.
That's gonna be the.
We gonna see how all these people act when this jump come out. How y'all gonna act?
Y'all talking about the people like us?
No, the people like us, but I'm talking about the people that.
Cause some people
like this, but kind of defending him. Like, you got
the people like us. That some of y'all have been so blind, and I'm talking about for years. I knew for years Diddy was gay in that community. I knew for years on years, and people still was like, people would still be trying to be like, man, I used to see something like, this man is clearly, and how he used to be doing these people and stuff. I'm like, yeah. And then not only that, people have been exposing this man like little hints and hints on, you know, the naughty or whatever like that on YouTube. It's like up to you whether you could just take it with a grain of salt and be like, wait a minute, I done seen it. It's got to be some truth to it. Some people really turn a blind eye to it. And now when this junk is thrown literally forcefully in your face, you gonna have to accept it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate social media for actually been doing it for a couple of years now, as far as exposing just things in the industry. Like for instance, like J.R. Wright and all them having.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
It's like now she said it, he said it, they said it, everybody said it.
A lot of stuff can't go over our head. Like we didn't have access like this day. Like the social media and the internet is the devil. But let me tell you something. If it wasn't for these platforms, a lot of this stuff would be still under the ground. Diddy would still be getting away with what he's getting away with, because it wouldn't be blown up. It would be all these cases and stuff we wouldn't hear about it.
The shocker right there. I heard I was hearing and as it was being presented to me, man, I don't know how to feel sorry for people all the time, but at that moment I was like, damn, bro, because I was in the same situation. And what if he, you know, ever would have came at me like that? I'd probably be dead or, you know, anything, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no telling how I would have reacted. But I pray.
When did you hear? You don't have to say the guy's name, but
it's kind of hard to explain because it's hard to explain because then you're gonna figure out what I'm talking about. But I was also on the phone with somebody, right? And we was discussing, and he was telling me, I was like, you know, that nigga don't like you. He hated your guts, and y'all became best friends. He said, man, I want to tell you something, man. He said, I never told nobody this because it ain't my motherfucking business. He was like, I'm just trying to feed my motherfucking kids. And he was like, he's like, man, such and such, one night, you know, when we was, I'm like, yeah, he's like, man, somebody had wanted me to go, you know, deliver a message. It was important. Like, I had to do it. And I kept telling the person that, Puffy busy. It's like, oh, he need to go tell him right now. He said, long story short, I went to the security guard, I told him how important it was. He let me in the room, And when I came in the room, I seen Puffy busting. They was getting it in. And he said, that's kind of like why. He said, and I never sprayed his secret. He said, and that's kind of like why I got it. You know, like, I can't even say it because you're going to know what I'm talking about. But he just told me, like, that's why everything started falling for me. Everything started happening good with me. That's why me and his relationship still cool. But I want to know.
Do you know who he's talking about? I don't know. It gotta be somebody in the other band. I mean, Day 26 or something like that. Cause he was saying in the beginning, like, if they would have came at me like that in the same position, I would be there. And he's like, he told me, I was talking on the phone, y'all became best, y'all been friends, y'all. He hated your guts. Who he hated?
I don't know.
Ness? Chopper? He hated. He like, I don't know.
Do you think it's somebody from the band?
One of them bands, yes. Day 26. It can't be Danny the Kane, but Day 26 or the band. And what their name was the band.
That's crazy.
So I feel like
you seen that because the way he was explaining, he was saying as if somebody's telling him to go do this, let him like
forcing him to do it. I feel like he was forced to see that.
Yeah, it was another bone they collected. You can't open your mouth type jump.
But he could have, but at the same time,
he had already been propositioned with what he said. He said I gotta feed my family, so he had already had to proposition him with something, and he probably like, I need this.
No, he said when he was like, y'all became friends, he was like, man, I'm just trying to feed my family. But he told him the reason why. He's like, oh, you from the outside looking at you, better you get the money. He's like, I'm trying to feed my family, and that what led to it was him seeing that, and that's why he was able to feed his family with the money. And
yeah, but he said after that everything began to fall. Oh, and
yeah. Damn. I feel like that jump was forced though. They be putting people in positions like that.
Like a bone, like listen,
we want them to go see it.
Yeah, we
because they knew that. Yeah, the security guard knew that man was in there doing that. So, and what is so important for me to tell? Why you won't tell security? Because you doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was somebody like that knew. Yeah. They just want people that's either hungry or in a vulnerable place.
Christina, so
that's what he said. I had to feed my family.
Exactly. That's what I was just saying. And I'm like, it was like another bone they collected like on their behalf and be like, you open your mouth, everything ain't going. It can go both ways. You saw it. Okay, you keep your mouth closed. We got loyalty to you. You open your mouth, everything. So they made him see it for a reason.
I want to know from the Bentleys. I want to know, like, I don't want to put these people, because these people got kids, like.
I want to know about Fine with Bentley too.
But I would love for them to just, take the time to get that clarity, bro. Like, when I cried about my financial situations, that helped me a lot. It changed my life, actually. Like, I was in a suicidal state, and sometimes we just need people to hear us. So if they going through something, I advise them to just get with somebody. And it's not about filing lawsuits or trying to be seen. It's just about
letting it go,
having that therapeutic moment, that cleansing, that clarity.
It's a lot of people that Diddy has interacted with, walking around with baggage of bones, burdens. That can you imagine knowing some secrets and it taunts you every time you see that person? You be like, or just like your memory bank, you just get.
That's what I was gonna say. Like when, like for instance, what Dawn was going through and how her experience. And I said when they was going to One Assistant Park and they was doing their shows and she witnessing what evil he was doing to her and other people, and then she has to see us as the society and fans and she's like. That will eat you up. Y'all don't even know this man is a monster.
Yeah, with anybody that he's Mace been trying to tell us though.
And somebody had played the clip. I seen a video and he was like, I'm the only one that ain't signed the paper because it ain't about money. Tell me something. Girl, Mace mad.
And you know what's funny is Mace went a different route, came back to the industry, and now he's in a different lane in the industry. He's on a podcast, a successful podcast with his best friend Cameron. So it's not like he need anything from Diddy at this point. He's been vindicated when it comes to his fruits that he's bared. You know what I'm saying? And he's been what's the name? So I feel like he been trying to sell it.
And getting that shit out your system, that's assault. And he done it for so many years and got away with it. like years. Like it became behavior. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like a once a month thing. It was a lifestyle. He was a monster in real life, and I knew about this stuff, but you can't prove it, and it's not my job to try to bash public, because where I was coming from was a place of hate. So everything I said would have been taken, but I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. You go back to my old interviews. All this stuff that's coming out right now, I'm so happy. It's more. It's more. But I'm so happy it finally came out. A lot of stuff people don't understand Puffy endured. A lot of stuff Puffy went through as when he was younger. And I'm going to leave it at that. Like I say, when this DVD come out, y'all check it out, man. We watched the icon fall. And a lot of people don't understand it's like a changing of the guards. That's all it is. Like they stayed around, they played the game a little too long. And this is how God works. It's like hip hop is independent, the music is independent, the owning of the masters is.
I feel like the whole hip hop industry need to go down. Like it just need to be wiped out in Hollywood.
Yeah, it don't need to be stopped.
Y'all.
It don't need to be stopped with just Diddy. After Diddy go down and be back.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Every label, everything, everybody just do their music.
Because you gotta think who's gonna come behind Diddy. That's the thing. Who has been watching him or done picked up his behavior and just as bad outside of Jay-Z, because they saying Jay-Z is just as bad or if not worse. Man. But I'm just saying, like after Diddy, Jay-Z who's gonna come up?
Everybody gotta go down.
Yeah, everybody gotta go down.
Everybody, and that's another thing too. We already know that Diddy only got one son. He only got one son. Mm-hmm. Them genes is too strong for not everybody. Well, of course we know Quincy ain't his, but that other one, that thick short one,
Justin.
No, his name Christian, I think.
No, his name Justin. Christian Combs is the one his son is.
Oh, because I seen what Gene was saying. He had put everything in his mama and Justin's name, and I'm like, is he getting mixed up? Because
no, it's Justin is the short one.
But that's not his name. That ain't his blood.
Oh yeah, I know that.
But why he put it in his name? Because I thought he would put the stuff in his son name.
Christian Combs is his his real blood.
It's independence. It's a new changing of the guard, and all the old parasites is just falling off one by one because they never had talent. They just leashed on to the talent. Let me tell you what Puffy was, and what a lot of them they mediators, what they call them mediators, right? Where you gotta they go betweens. So you got the Leors who scared to approach the thugs like that. But Diddy from that world, so I could intermediate, I could get percentages from negotiating and making his deal. But you gotta give up that butt. You gotta give up that butt.
He been real.
And royalties. And I can change your family life. You know why? Because he had to give up that butt.
Yeah.
People don't understand. That's the reason. That's why it's the reason Puffy don't want to give nobody any artist he deal with. He tell you, I'm make it hard for you. I had to do this. He wants you to endure. He endured. And I felt bad in a sense because he was only trying to feed his family. You get what I'm saying? And he became a victim, and it turned him into a monster just trying to hide his own secrets and not living his truth. And now he in prison just from all this comes from one man not living his truth. I swear to God. Mm-hmm. Had Puffy just been who he is at heart, it might have been a few jokes. We joked about RuPaul. He's still a boss. You get what I'm saying? I feel bad for the people that got hurt trying to hide their secrets. All the people that have been victimized, all the people that have been put under the influence so they don't remember certain things because of who he is. And as long as you're under the influence, it ruins your credibility of speaking about anything. So I can understand why he probably kept drugs in the party. You get what I'm saying? All this behavior falls in line behind one thing, trying to hide secrets. So now you gotta use this to cover that. And now this makes you cover for that. And it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It never stops. It's a cycle. That's why I don't live in fear. I don't hide secrets. I'm not scared of nobody. I don't do none of that. I live for God. Man, you live that way, your ass ain't got to worry about nothing. You know one thing that's crazy to me though? because I know him, is me picturing them in a cell. And that made me feel a little bad. That's the only thing. Like, I don't like the nigga or whatever. I still got love for the nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be in here right now if it wasn't for that dude. Regardless of what, it was 40,000 people. He had to hear something from me. He had to hear my talent. He had to pick me out. He had to learn my personality. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always easy to deal with me every day too. They used to have shit on the motherfucking refrigerator. We had like notes of what people, when people come in the house, they'll know, you know, what to deal with or whatever. On the notes, they'll be like, let Fred sleep for extra 45 minutes. Like, this is like, cause when I woke up, you know, I had a bad attitude and I used to get up or whatever, but they done did too much. They did a lot to help me get where I ain't gonna say where I'm at in life, cause really it's like, where am I? I'm 40, I don't own the properties or nothing, you know what I'm saying? And people don't understand, why you blaming Puffy? I'm not blaming Puffy, I'm blaming Puffy. I can't get time back. I dedicated my time to a situation to provide for my family, which I'm talking about when I was into it, I never went home like everybody got to go home on the weekends. I was the furthest away. So I was really dedicated to changing my situation. I was really dedicated and showed love to a person who I felt like in the end what I learned was only playing with us, and it made me react a certain way. But that don't mean I hate him.
That's not crazy. I mean, that's it.
And mind you, he's still getting word or stuff still come back to him, and he ain't been in the industry for 20 years. Like,
exactly. And I was thinking about it, how time has flown by so fast. I know those memories he's had. He had is just like yesterday, just like with stuff we done did and stuff. We be like, dang, that was just. It felt like it was just yesterday. So shout out to Freddy P for coming on and speaking on it, but. Like he said, I already know when it comes to this Netflix series, we got an inkling that it's 50 Cent.
I'm ready for the.
Because there's no. Because when you think about it, who do you know that's a rapper that has the guts to come against 50 Cent out of all these years?
Come against Diddy.
I mean, come against Diddy out of all these years. 50 Cent. And then he said a well-known rapper. Well, you can't be no super old rapper.
Let me tell you something, because 50 Cent about the only rapper
in that
didn't fall.
Industry.
No, that didn't fall for the okie doke. Like, you remember when he said that didn't want to take him shopping?
Yeah.
That was a proposition. He
declined
it.
But I think 50 Cent went through some other doors though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about through Diddy. The Callies and everybody else went through Diddy.
Oh yeah.
50 Cent was like, I ain't doing
50
it.
50 Cent didn't go through Diddy, so Diddy can't hold nothing over 50 Cent. But 50
that man got a mouth.
Yeah, 50 Cent went through another route, which we don't know that route, but because he up there with the big boys and all that still, and there's no way you can go unscathed in that way too.
Yeah.
But like you said, you right, Christina, he didn't go through Diddy, so he got leverage on that.
Yeah, he could talk crap.
Yeah.
But the DJ Khaled, the Rick Ross, and all of them,
they done went through the
French Montana.
Diddy done laid up with them and had them doing some stuff. That's why you open your mouth and say something that they can't do nothing. Now it makes sense, bro. It makes sense. 50 Cent the only one.
Somebody said he always have a camera around too.
Yep.
So they got something. And then you hear from Freddy P. He said it. There's a secret, like somebody got something on you. I don't. Somebody was always there. It could be a handler. Anything that could have put out their phone. Anything.
I had just seen a clip where he was on the late night show some years ago, and he was like asking like some details about having a Diddy party. He was like, oh, a Diddy party basically gotta have alcohol. He's like, gotta have alcohol. And he's like, you gotta have water. And he's like, water? And he's like, yeah, the ladies love water. And he's like, we gotta keep them there, so they love water. We're gonna have water. And he said, and it gotta it gotta be hot. And he was like, what? He was
hot?
Like, he's like basically no AC, because he was like the heat messes with the liquor and stuff, and it gets you like,
oh heck.
So you on top of that, you hot. That's why they say he had them IV drips ready for them sex workers.
Girl, and the crazy
thing, because they be in torturous environment.
And it's crazy that this type of stuff don't age well. It was a clip of him on live, and his mom was standing right there, and she getting the IV. He told me something.
I told you that.
I saw the clip too.
Well, they was both sitting down.
That's when she had kissed him in the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just crazy. Also, we just decided to react to because y'all, the band, the original making the band was the band DABAND, and we was what we grew up watching that series first. I remember when that junk came out, it was so lit. And Freddy P from the home state, so we always liked the Freddy P. We thought this would be an interesting reaction because we know him. We not just watching him be like, okay, he was a member from the band. Wait, no, we actually know the band. We had the CD, and my brother had them. They had the CD.
Man, that CD was hard.
That CD was hard.
They got something that. And like my brother said,
Oh,
wait a minute. Like my brother said, this man ain't never, ain't nobody ever came from up under Diddy as a millionaire.
He
nobody.
No millionaire.
Nobody has ever came. I'm like, ain't nobody, not saying these people ain't successful on their own, but somebody that's literally like, we could say, like how Jay-Z did Rihanna and whatever. But we can't say that.
Yeah, because everybody going like, Loon, you can't even say Loon. You forgot Loon.
Faith Evans, nobody.
Kim. Not Kim, but she
was up under what you call it anyway.
Yeah, Junior Mafia.
It's just a lot, but
yeah. So y'all,
I want the man to go down, honey, all the way down. Cause what it is you thought you was untouchable, you thought you was a god, and it's only one God, Christ of religion. Yeah. For first of all, but yeah, I'm ready to see the downfall of this what y'all call icon. But yeah, would you got anything else? Y'all leave y'all thoughts below, yes. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe to this video. Please share if you would like. And if this is the first time we coming across your screen, hit the notice so you can get it. And with that being said, bye.